U.S. Ambassador to NATO, Matt Whitaker. Matt, great to have you with us. Thank you very much for joining us today. You know, I'm struck when you read through this and you listen to what Vice President Vance also weighed in on here on the Unheard podcast. He said, I think we've made progress, but sitting here today, I wouldn't say with confidence that we're going to get a peaceful resolution. I think there's a good chance we will. I think there's a good chance we won't. The missing piece here, of course, is any indication from Russia that they are on board with any of the things that are being discussed at the table in Miami.
Well, Merry Christmas, and my gratitude to all our U.S. troops serving abroad this holiday season. First, I think we are as close as we've ever been. Obviously, the last weekend, spending 2 or 3 days simultaneously negotiating with both the Ukrainians and the Russians was, as Steve Witkoff said, productive and constructive. But you're right, the ball is currently in the court of the Russians. They, I think, have a proposal. There's like 4 documents right now on the table. There's a 20-point peace plan together with sort of the multilateral security guarantees, the U.S. specific security guarantees, and then the post-peace economic growth and prosperity plan. And all of those are being negotiated in real time. And I think we have a pretty good sense right now of what Ukraine wants to do. I think we are trying to find out what the maximum that Russia is willing to do. I mean, they keep, sending these massive attacks overnight against Ukraine. I mean, that speaks for itself to some extent. But, President Trump is the only one, as the peacemaker in chief, that can bring both sides to the table and see if he can make a deal. And I think that is a tremendous effort that he's putting forth, his team's putting forth. And, all of us want this killing to end and want these thousands of deaths that happen every single month on the battlefield in Ukraine to end. And we want Ukraine to be able to live in peace and prosperity.
Yeah, the only side that hasn't said that they are despondent over the amount of killing and all of the deaths, in many cases, of these young men, many Russian soldiers, many Ukrainian soldiers, is Putin. I mean, has Putin ever said, this is too much loss of life and I need to come to the table and we need to find a negotiation so that the war can end?
He hasn't, but Russia has never been willing to acknowledge, and they've always been willing to suffer more than most countries. These kind of losses in the millions of casualties would never be tolerated by any other country except Russia. And at the same time, this is what they're doing for very small, if any, gains on the battlefield. And we have to accept reality as it is. I think this is what President Trump is really good at, is even through all the chaos and death and destruction that we're seeing on the battlefield, he's still willing to see a peace deal through and see if there's a possibility. And I think we should really hope in this moment as we head into the Christmas season and we all celebrate with our families. We just have to pray for peace, and this might be our chance to finally get it.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And you're right. President Trump has gotten people to the table. He's worked on this and put a ton of energy into trying to get the two sides to come together. It looks like Ukraine is also wanting to find some kind of solution that allows them to have some security. We'll see where it goes. Matt Whitaker, thank you very much. Ambassador to NATO. Merry Christmas to you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.